Guess what? It's all about healing. This whole thing that you're experiencing is all about healing. And I welcome you to join me in that process. The time has come for us to heal. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It's that full embodiment of healing. And I'm grateful to have you here, and I welcome you to join me on this healing journey. It's a healing journey called life. So many of us, we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, right? Me too. And I knew that I kept on hurting myself as a means of feeling better about myself, and it made things worse. And I had to break free from that cycle. It's a vicious cycle, isn't it? When we're self-sabotaging, when we're self-medicating, trying to self-destruct, really. And I'm grateful that in this season right now, I'm going through an even deeper level of healing. And the beautiful thing about that is as I heal, I can help to facilitate a message that can bring about your healing, that can activate you to feel more confident and clear and focused to say, you know what, my time to heal is now also. We don't have to do it alone. You got to do the work on your own. I say that all the time, man. You got to do the work on your own. If you don't want it, it ain't happening. Time's not going to heal your pain. Seasons aren't going to heal your pain. Your team winning the big game won't heal your pain. The real deep pain, right? Finding that perfect person isn't going to heal your pain inside. And it's your soul. It's soul level wounds that we have. And a lot of this stuff ain't even just from this time. I mean, we're carrying ancestral pain, ancestral trauma, multiple life traumas. And that's what gets so many people, that's what creates the mystery and the confusion to this whole entire experience, is the fact that we don't have a playbook, right? There's no guidelines, and we got to really figure it the fuck out. And the cool thing is, the beautiful thing is, more and more and more and more people have figured it out. And they're starting to come out of their isolation, their healing. And I think, as with myself, and I think what eventually will happen with you, is you're going to be activated through your healing, through your spiritual awakening, to then share that message, to raise the vibration of this planet. We're going through a planetary shift. And if you can't get down with that, if that doesn't resonate, then you're just not there yet, and that's cool. You just can keep doing your thing. You can keep believing in the things you want to believe in and go about your business. But those that are hearing this message at the deeper level, I mean, it's a beautiful thing that is happening. Because it's not, I'm not like, I didn't read this somewhere and say, okay, let me just copy what this is saying. It's coming through my own healing experience, that I'm feeling in tune with this, and I'm feeling aligned with this message, and I'm hearing people throughout the world sharing the same message, but through their lens, through their experience, through their voice, through their presence, through their essence. And I think that gives a lot of credence to what's being said, that we are shifting. This earth is shifting, right? From the lower physical state of being into the higher. People are suffering, man, everywhere. Are you suffering right now? Everyone's suffering. This whole existence in the physical is all based on suffering. We're all carrying around something. And the most incredible thing is there is a way to heal it. There's a way to heal all that. And as you do, you set yourself free. You set your ancestry free. You set those people that have hurt you free. You set all the people you love free. Because you shift the vibration of this planet. I don't think we're meant to just go through the motions. The broken record. It's not. There was something in the past, which is the now, but when we look at ancient civilizations, there was a different way of doing things. We've overcomplicated it, and a lot of it, you start to like put all the pieces together and you say, okay, yeah, this is what makes sense. All of these things are meant to distract and disconnect you from yourself, from your true self, your true and authentic self, the higher version of you. So when I get on here and I'm talking about we're gathering a community of spiritual beings that want to become the best version of themselves, I mean, that's not just in terms of accolades and accomplishments. It's literally a spiritual, like you want to fully embody the highest version of who you are. And in that, there is oneness. In that, there is love, joy, and peace. And that is the most beautiful thing to be able to start tapping into. And that doesn't mean that there's still not challenges in the physical world. Like, it just means that you're so centered on your truth, your authenticity. You know where you stand in eternity, not just this week, this month, this year, right? Where do you stand in eternity? And as you stand there, your presence in that moment is what allows you to move through this earth, through your existence in the physical, with more grace, love, joy, peace, kindness, generosity, confidence. And it really does focus on something that sounds so doggone easy, man. Self-love, loving yourself, taking care of yourself. I'm telling you, I've been on this real intentional healing journey for going on 13 years now, since I hit that rock bottom moment. And straight up, the concept of self-care is relatively new to me along this path. Let's say within the last 5 years or less, right? That I really started saying, what is self-care? Like, I knew I needed to give up alcohol. I knew that was complicating my life even worse. And that if I wanted to get serious about making some changes, I needed to at least put that on the sidelines and say, okay, no more. And then I did start asking for help in terms of therapy. And I just started, but I also started to say, I'm going to try everything to get the results. Because I knew that there was something inside of me that needed to be expressed. And it's so interesting because it's literally just I feel like it's in the last month that I've come across something so much more profound. The breath work. I had started coaching on the breath work and doing breath work, and it's a part of my routine. But I have found something even greater than what I was doing, and it's taking me to whole nother levels. And the clients that I'm working with, they're seeing, when we do like a 15 to 20 minute breath and they get up and I say, how are you feeling? They're amazing just from breathing. I mean, that's a shift. That's a shift, especially if you're talking to somebody that doesn't necessarily feel great about life. To feel amazing after 20 minutes is profound. And I've been experiencing this in quantum ways. Like, it's hard. I can't even fully explain it. All I know is I want to master this for myself first. And this is the whole thing, right? Like, it's being the example. This is the goal of 1% better every day, life on life's terms. It's saying, be the best version of you. And you know when you're settling, you know when you're compromising, you know when you're coming up short, or you know you're allowing for old wounds to surface and cause you to behave or respond in a way that isn't your best. And that's when you have real clarity, is when you can literally analyze your own self in that way. And it takes a lot of conscientiousness. It takes having awareness of yourself, not living life like a dang just oblivion, like just doing lots of things but not doing anything with real intention. And so I know that this message is going to continue to evolve and elevate, because I'm evolving and I'm elevating. And I know your time to evolve and to elevate is right here and right now. And there's going to be many, many more people joining us along this journey, because this is what's happening on this planet. And it's happening with greater and greater amounts each and every day. And that's a beautiful thing. I'm so grateful to have you along with me on this journey. It brings me an incredible amount of joy when these messages, which I have a hard time even saying they're my messages, I'm connecting with divine, opening myself up to be a vessel of service to others. And there's nothing rehearsed here. It's just, I don't even take ownership as this is my message, but I do know that I need to be the person listening to it first and foremost, which some people may not understand, but it's like everything I am saying and broadcasting and speaking to the world, it hits here first. It hits home first. It's what I need to hear for this day. And then that even gives some credence to, the mirror and the oneness. And I see it. The more and more people I work with, you start to pick up on some pretty basic patterns of our existence. And that doesn't mean that you don't have a uniqueness to yourself, but it's so interesting. The shared experiences, emotionally speaking, and then how we are carrying that around as guilt, as shame, as anger, as sadness, as fear, as grief, as pride, all low vibrational suffering contracted, right? You're guarded, you're closed. You think you're open, you think you want something, but you're looking outside. You're looking outside. Your happiness ain't in the trees over there, or in the bushes, or on the other side of that mountain. Your love, your riches, your peace, your joy, it's not out here. It's not out here. Everything is within. It's all an internal journey. And when you're willing to start slowing down, that's such a huge first step, is to say, man, I gotta slow down. And it's interesting, in my life, there's been times where God knocked me on my ass to slow me down. And I know that this happens to people that get, major health issues, and it's like they know that their life was out of control. They were moving way too fast, way too much stress, way too much overwhelm, way too much frustration. That, it's like you get knocked on your ass to say, slow down. Slow down your thinking, slow down your thoughts, slow down all these activities. Make sure that whatever it is that you are doing matters, because everything you do counts. And it's sad because so many people, through your ego, through your pride, it's like, oh, living sober is boring. Going to the gym is boring, right? When it's really just fear. It's fear that's like, you're going to somehow miss out on something, right? FOMO. It's that FOMO mindset of like, your fear missing out. What are you going to miss out on? The big game, someone else winning, right? A drunk night, waking up hungover. I mean, I was the worst. Man. And I had some incredible times getting all wasted, partying, and man, but there was also some terrible times. There's probably more terrible times than I would like to admit. That's the truth. Even just casual drinking, there was probably more bad times where, I'm just drinking my money away, pissing my money away, sitting around, right? Acting as if what I'm doing matters, and it didn't matter. Sitting at a bar, first thing on a Sunday morning, watching wall-to-wall sports, starting with Bloody Marys, then kicking back brewskis, then by the afternoon, your cocktail hour, and, just doing that day in and day out, man. Yeah, there was some times that felt like that was the best fucking thing possible. And yet, I've proven it to myself that no, there is actually way, way, way more, exponentially more to life than doing that. But yet what? There's fear of missing out. Well, I can tell you where the fear of missing out really should be. You should have a fear of missing out on your life, because that's not your life. That's your habits. That's not living life. Living life's being outdoors in nature, right? Eating healthy, being active, connecting with God, connecting with nature, doing life on life's terms. It's the most beautiful expression of the physical, is when you can be outside in the fresh, in the elements, no matter what they are, and just give thanks. To just give thanks for it all. To truly love it all. To feel the love of creation. This is abundance. This is abundance. It's an abundance. And what did we do for any of this? What did you do for the trees, the birds? We didn't create those, but yet they're there. And so are you, and we miss out on that. We miss out on those small things. We think that it's not big enough because it is not loud enough. It's not exciting enough. And it's like, that all of that is tied to addictions, needing the dramatic highs and lows. And it's like, to be peaceful. Most of us want peace, but we either think peace is something where there's no wars, or peace is an idea that we have that someone else is supposed to be our peace. Like in a relationship, you hear that a lot now. If they don't bring me peace, then I don't want nothing to do with that. And it's like, well, man, you got to bring yourself some peace. Can you just be outside and be peaceful, be content, be fulfilled, be thankful, be grateful, be loving, be accepting, receive all of this abundance and joy and happiness, and not say, what, let me spark a bowl, let me get high, let me get drunk, right? You know what, fuck this shit, let me go inside and watch the tube for 5 hours, cheering on other people. This ain't exciting enough, right? And the thing is when you start to appreciate out here, you're going to start to appreciate what's in here, and you're going to start to appreciate what's in the heart. And the beautiful thing about that is you'll start tapping into some creativity. See, the thing is you need to create that space so that you can tap into the creative potential that is within you, the creative expression that you have. It's a gift inside of you that you need to give time and attention so that you can develop it, right? Cultivate it, master it, and then express it with the world. That's your contribution to humanity. It starts with yourself though, and it takes believing, but it takes getting still enough, because if you're just constantly needing to have that stimulation, you're never going to be still enough. You're never going to be quiet enough inside to allow for these blessings, to allow for all that is for you to truly show up. Because you're saying that the things inside of you that are still unopened, the gifts, aren't good enough, that you much rather would have the packaged bullshit that's on the external, that's in this society, in this world, in sports and entertainment. You need that. Because whatever's inside of you, it's just not enough. It's not exciting enough. And I'm telling you, that energy is dark that's inside of you. And it's also known to drain you of your life force, but it's also known to manipulate you. I'm learning that more and more each and every day. And I hope that I can continue to inspire you to look in the mirror, to invest in yourself, and to start doing the work. And if you're looking to doing some work, download the Results Kill Excuses app. Get on that self-discovery bandwagon. Start doing the self-discovery work. Then it comes to improvement. Then it's development. Then it's awareness. And then it's self-mastery. And if you're looking to be more accountable to yourself and really start seeing some progress in your life by setting goals every single day, every week, every month for the next 90 days, get yourself, click right there below. The Results Kill Excuses 1% Better Journal. It's like nothing else on this planet, but it will help you to start processing your emotional wounds, sorting through life's challenges, reprogramming your negative beliefs, and really starting to stack the wins of your life so you can feel like you're a champion, because you are. I love you guys. You know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Greg's out.